Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday market webcast. All right, daily chart. We got CPI. It's about 5 after 8 as I'm doing this, so this will be about 3 or 4 minutes long because you have the tape, and then you got CPI, and you have whatever the tape is after CPI. So for the better part of eight to 9 sessions, we've been above the 50-day and the 100-day exponential moving average. We've been above every other significant moving average on that daily chart. 9-day, 20, 50, 100, 200 for some time now. You had an attempt yesterday morning to come into the weekly pivot. That dip got bought, which makes sense. We talk about, what is our baseline assumption with regard to markets? And a lot of that has to do with where are we in respect to the 20-day simple moving average. We've been above it now for some time. That's buy dips. When we're below it, when it's resistance, it's a sell rallies tape. So they take it down. They can't even do a full touch of the weekly pivot. They do 07s. That gets bought, and they take it up into the 30s. And it levels off, and we print a little marginal higher high at 37, after the Europe Open. What's CPI going to do? I have no clue. Neither does anybody else that has a shred of freaking integrity. So we're going to have to see what it says and what the reaction is. It doesn't really matter what it says. As traders, only the reaction matters. So it's so different than an FOMC. There's no different than a jobs report. It's just another big piece of information that's going to move the tape. My suggestion and what we do in the room with the subscribers is as follows. There will be a number at 8:30. There will be a reaction range. Although those reaction ranges now pale in comparison to what they were a year ago. Don't forget a year ago we were putting in 100 plus handle 2 and 3 minute candles on CPI. Thankfully, those days are gone because that stuff's just untradeable. You sit back and laugh. And the people that were trading those with their hair on fire, probably a lot of them don't have accounts anymore, and that's kind of a bummer, but you get what you get. There will be a reaction range. We will make higher lows or lower highs relative to that reaction range, and we will break out or break down relative to that reaction range. So let the number come in, let the reaction range come, and trade it that way, because by trading it that way, even if you're wrong, you have a clear understanding of where your risk is. Versus at 8:29 saying, you know what, I read Barron's, I stayed in a Holiday Inn Express last night, I think it's going to do X, and just go ahead and bet on black. And then let's spin the wheel. That's not what we're doing here. People that trade like that, what tends to happen is, if you're right, you end up taking it off really early because you stuck your hand in the cookie jar and you didn't get caught. Okay? If you're wrong, those are the trades you end up doubling and tripling down on, because now the trade is about being right and not being wrong, and it's not about making money anymore. That's how a little trade turns into a multi-day, multi-week, blow up your account swing trade. Don't do it. Everybody's done that stuff. Don't do it today. So you got hourly mid-band 28s. VWAP is right there, 29 and change. Our proprietary moving average is basically at 30. So 28 to 30. Daily pivots 24. Overnight lows 24.5. So it's got to solve the 24 to 37 area, tighter 24 to 30 area that it's been trading since basically 6 o'clock in the morning. If the bulls get a move to the upside, then you are looking at a move to the upper band on the daily chart in and around 44.90 potentially. Doesn't have to be today, but that's just kind of the next thing. I'm not going out on a limb there. That's just very simple lower band, middle band, upper band stuff. Okay? If the bears can bring it in, the bears don't really have a point until they can take out the weekly pivot and that blue line there, which is the 9-day. If they can take that out on a closing basis, meaning surviving the dip buy, then they can start to kind of bring the tape back in a little bit. Maybe get back to where they were Friday. That's going to take some time. unless you get an absolute news bomb on this tape, which is possible, but that's why they call it a news bomb. You can't predict them. All right, that's all I got. I'm going to get this out so you guys can watch it before CPI. Look, if you subscribe, then you get it immediately. Versus, oh, I saw it on my scroll. Oh, yeah, I want to watch this. Like, subscribe on Circle, get everything right away, and watch it in a timely fashion where it can help you out. All right, take care. Trade them well. Safe, healthy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.